Welcome to episode 11 of It's the Journey. This is Jared. Welcome. So this is a continuation of the Dopey 2022 training series. Back at it on the training routine, sticking to the schedule. So this is my Tuesday. This is my run for Tuesday, October 26th, 2021. Looking forward to Dopey 2022. What do we have on board this week? So this week, the midweek runs 6 miles and 6 miles, probably Tuesday and Thursday. That seems to work out. Then the weekend, we've got back-to-backs. 5 miles on Saturday and 15 miles on Sunday. Can't wait. And look at this. Look at this. I'm wearing long sleeves. You really can't look at this, can you? Would you look at this? Just look at it. It's got long sleeves on. It's crazy. Just look at this. So 6 miles tonight. That's the routine. That's what we do. Gonna go out there, knock it out, and have fun doing it. So, here we are. 3 miles in. 3 miles and it's 27:45. That's a 9:24 pace, something like that. That's close anyway. 9:24 pace. Whew, a little winded. And not sure I needed the long sleeves, but the temperature dipped down to 58 degrees. So I took that as an opportunity to bust out the long sleeves. So, Disney talk. Bob Chapek, not a fan. Today, there was a air quotes news article, and I'm air quoting it because it's not from a reputable news source. It's from a blog who claims to perpetuate news. I'm not going to give the source because I do not respect them journalistically, but they readily put out rumor and report it as news to generate clicks, and the faint hope that it will become true, and then they're right, and then they broke the story first. So they do this repeatedly. But they put out a story today that says there has been a petition circulated amongst former Imagineers at Disney to have Bob Chapek ousted. And that I can get behind. Not that I wish anyone, anywhere, to lose their job, but the man has made millions upon millions of dollars in his tenure with the company and in his career as a whole. And I do not like the decisions that he is making for the company. So that's been really the source of my strife with Disney lately. And that's Bob Chapek. He is just fleecing the very people who have elevated the Disney company to the status that it has become, that it now is. And he's taking advantage of every opportunity that he can to squeeze as much additional money from us, the fan base, as possible, just in the hopes that it increases the bottom line. Disney Genie Plus, Lightning Lane, that is nothing more than an experiment to see if they can make additional money. I love that nobody is liking it. Can't say nobody. There are people that appreciate some value from it, or get some value out of it, and I can concede to that. That there is the potential for some value, but on the whole, it is nothing more than a blatant cash grab, especially with Genie Plus, because from what I've seen is, with little exception, it's not necessary. Just like Fast Pass before, at a lot of the attractions that were Fast Pass attractions didn't necessarily need it. So that, not a fan of that. That's a big one. What he has done with the annual passes in raising the price, albeit it was a small increase, but not just the price increase, but the removal of benefits that were previously there. So all of that to say, if for some reason there is a movement, a petition that is successful to remove Bob Chapek from his position, I am all for it. Rant over. What are your thoughts? And another 6 miles in the books. It's a little noisy back there. They're taking the corn out of the field. Well, you can see cornfields right there. What used to be cornfields and now are just fields. So they're taking corn out of the field. So farmer over there has got his grain auger running, emptying out the hopper from the what is that called? From the combine. That's what it is. From the combine. So a little bit of noise over there. So I did 6 miles tonight. Center. 6 miles tonight in 1 hour and 2 seconds. That is right on a 10-minute mile pace. And if you've been watching, you know that I'm good with that. I like that. It's nice and easy. Doesn't cause too much damage for additional training later on in the week. Also very excited tonight that there's the return of one of my favorite podcasts. It is Good Job Brain. And so they're seasonal. They don't always put out a show regularly. They do it seasonally, and they just started another season again. So I get to listen to them again. It is hosted by the internet famous Run Disney costume runner Karen Chu. So if you look her up, you probably, if you run Disney, you probably have seen her before and you know who she is. She does fantastic costumes. And so she's one of the hosts, or the primary host for the show Good Job Brain. And again, if you are so inclined, I suggest you check it out. So I'm calling it an evening, and I will be back out here in a couple of days to run another 6, and I will see you then. Hey everybody, guess what? It's Saturday. And guess what else? I didn't run Thursday. It was storming really bad. Not so much like thunder and lightning storming, it was just pouring buckets. It was raining really hard, so I decided not to run on Thursday. One, because, well, the rain, and 2, I could do the treadmill, but I don't like the treadmill, so I decided not to run. So what that means is today I am doing day 1 of the weekend back-to-back, so 5 miles today, 15 miles tomorrow, and Stacy's trying to talk me into doing the 15 today and foregoing the 5. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing it. Got to put in those back-to-backs, get that practice in. It's 52 degrees right now. So I've got long sleeves and long pants. It's the first time I've run in long pants this season. I know, no big deal, but it's something new and exciting. It's new. So I've got these 5 miles to do. Not very concerned at all about it. Just pick them up, put them down, get it done. So that's what I'm going to do. See you in a few. Before I go any farther, oh wait, 2.5 miles at 23:14. That is a 9:34 pace. Before, I like doing that. I like doing that. I don't know why, but I like it. I'm driving my point. So last week on the show, actually, you know what? I'm just going to say it this way. Happy birthday, Emily. Happy birthday. Yesterday was my good friend Emily's birthday. It's a big month for Emily. She got married in October. She's got her birthday in October. Lots of celebrating going on for Emily. So, happy birthday. Hope it's a big one. Now, I'm 2.5 miles in, heading back. Let's talk a little bit of Run Disney and what are you looking forward to? I'm looking forward to a race expo. I haven't been to a race expo since January of 2020. It's gonna be 2 whole years since I've been to a race expo. And I hope the merch is good this time. The previous few race expos that I had been to at Disney, the merch was but that still doesn't stop the eBayers and the resellers coming in and snatching it all up before anybody else gets a chance to buy it. The people actually running. So there's 2 things that I'm looking forward to, and one of those things I'm very hopeful about. So one is a race expo, just getting to explore the expo, having a beer at the expo, checking out the booths, buying my nutrition for the races, checking out the shirts that we're gonna get. And 2 is the merch. Looking forward to the merch. I hope it's good, and I hope they do something about the resellers. So that's what I'm looking forward to today. And we're done with that. So 5 miles at 49:13. That's a 9:48 pace. Not too shabby. I didn't felt good, felt easy. So can't complain. Back at it tomorrow for 15 miles. Supposed to be sunny tomorrow. We'll see. I haven't seen the sun in probably 4 days. Same temperature profile, so mid to upper 50s, but hopefully sunny. The sun will help. See you then. Look at this. The sun will come out on Sunday. That's right. The sun came out. Well, it's just peaked out a little bit right now. It was well, it was sunny this morning, then it was cloudy this morning, then it was cloudy this afternoon, and now it's sunny again. So we've got some sun. Looking forward to that on my 15-mile long run today. And happy Halloween. It is October 31st, 2021. And I just checked out my monthly mile log. And I've run 60 miles so far this month, which means at the end of it, the end of today, I will have run 75 miles in the month of August. Or I'm sorry, October. I keep doing that. It's October. Anyway, 75 miles for the month of October. It's kind of a big deal. It's a lot. I think that's the most I've done all year in a single month. So Good job, Jared. Thanks, Jared. You're welcome, Jared. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out 5 miles and come back 5 miles, and that'll give me my first 10. Then I've got 5 miles to make up somehow, so 2.5 miles one way or the other, and then back. And if you were watching last week, that's going to be determined by which way the wind is blowing. Right now, just walking here, it doesn't seem like the wind is really doing a whole heck of a lot, but we'll find out once I get out there. Ooh. There's some turkey vultures on the old barn over here. They're big birds. Speaking of big birds, I'm gonna run. Has nothing at all to do with Big Bird. I'm at 8 miles, so I went past the halfway point. Now I'm in the home stretch. So 8 miles, 1 hour, 21 minutes, 20 seconds. I don't know the average pace because, so this is my strategy. On a long run like this, I run 2 miles and then I'll walk a tenth, 2/10, quarter mile, something like that. It doesn't matter. And then I make it to the 4 mile mark and I do another walk. Then I make it to the 6 mile mark and I do another walk. See the pattern? Now I'm at 8 miles, so now I'm walking. Yes, indeed, and I'm talking to you, you see. So, what are we looking forward to? Let's do that. Let's talk about what we're looking forward to in January. Something we had been looking forward to, without a whole lot of I don't know, positive feedback or any feedback really, is the Barcelona Lounge at the Gran Destino Tower at what is that? The Coronado Resort. Some call it the lobby bar, but really it's the Barcelona Lounge down on the lower level of Gran Destino Tower. Such a fun place. I mean, it's literally, it's just a lounge, just a bar in the lobby, but we've the decor is really cool. They have a really nice cool backdrop of the bar. They've got 2 or 3 story tall windows that stretch from the lower level up to the, I don't know, 1st or 2nd floor, probably 2 story windows that looks out over their back courtyard and a little lake out there that leads to 3 Bridges, which is another restaurant loungy area at the Coronado. Another cool place. But Barcelona Lounge, we've spent quite a bit of time at with friends. We we've stayed there before. Gran Destino is one of our favorite places to stay, and we spent some time there with friends on over several trips. We've run into, and this was actually before the world went and got itself in a mess with COVID, but we met Mike Rallman there. He was staying there for Princess Half Marathon in February of 2020. That was literally like weeks before everything just shut down. But I was sitting there with Stacy and Emily was there. She came. So this was a Valentine's trip that I had planned for Stacy over Valentine's weekend, obviously, or not so obvious. But that was also turned out to be Princess Half Marathon weekend. I didn't realize that. We've never run Princess. Didn't really even give it a thought, other than, hey, I'm gonna take my wife for a long weekend over Valentine's Day for a little trip to Disney World. Well, we get there and we spend I don't know, pretty much the most part of our first day there, and come out of our dinner for the evening at Epcot. And who should pop her head around the corner except Emily? So she came down to surprise us. She registered for the Princess Half Marathon Challenge. She ran that, and we got to spend a nice long weekend, with ourselves and with Emily. And we ran into Mike Rallman, host of the Be Our Guest podcast, if you don't know who Mike Rallman is. But we met him at the Barcelona Lounge one evening. Said hi, snapped a picture, and it was just a fun night. That was a really fun evening. So, if you find yourself at the Coronado, and if you find yourself at Grandestino Tower, make your way down to Barcelona Lounge. Grab yourself a drink, maybe an appetizer, maybe make a new friend. Now I'm just stalling because I need to finish this run. So that's what I'll do. I'll shut this off and head that way. Done with 15. That's 15 miles at 2 hours, 40 minutes, 54 seconds. That comes out to 10-minute, 44-second average per mile pace. And we are done with 15 miles. We're done with this week's training. We are done. And I'm going to tell you again, I have no idea what next weekend brings. I know it's not a back-to-back, but I don't know the distance. So to recap today, we talked about, it's Halloween, happy Halloween. We talked about the Barcelona Lounge. Look for Josh. Josh was a bartender there way back when, prior to the shutdown. He's probably not there anymore, but if he is, say hey. I know the ladies really like the Santa Maria Collins. It is a gin and strawberry puree drink. A little club in there, a little lime, a little strawberry. It's good stuff. And I get whatever. I'm not picky. So I'll see you next week. More running, more training. Dopey 2022. That's the journey. Because it's the journey. Bye.